What's going on, everyone? Kevin Gallagher here, and the other day I was out shopping with my family and I came across this business right here. Yes, why? This is like the equivalent of a urologist calling his practice hot dogs. Why are you doing this? Why is this your logo? And it got me realizing I have not done a bad logos video in a while, so let's get one going right now.
Watch out, 'cause I know the brakes coming. I know the brakes coming.
So let's start off with something nice and simple here and go into this one provided by this bakery called Sonia Bakery, Sonia Cafe, Sonia Bakery Cafe. It's like they took their jingle, put it into a logo form, and put it out there for the world to view. And it's on all of it's their actual company logo. Here's the part that really drives me crazy with it. It's a very typical color scheme for a logo for a bakery of that sort, but it's not centered. And this repetition, Sonia Bakery, Sonia Cafe, Sonia Bakery Cafe, just call yourself Sonia Bakery Cafe. This is just redundancy at its best and drives me out of my mind. Now normally I have rules in my video where I try to make sure that these companies existed first as I find some of these logos online, but this one was too good to pass up. This looks like a king riding a horse that is taking a crap. Yeah. I know where you were going with this, that was supposed to be the horse's tail, but the horse's tail actually comes off of it a little bit higher up, kind of in the area of where the king is, so this just looks like hot crap coming out of the horse's butt. And while we're on the subject of poop, how about this one from a Russian bakery? Yeah, this is for a bakery in Russia. That is a poop emoji. Period. End of story. Both of these logos, take it back to the drawing board, get rid of them, they garbage. Let's say you're walking through Tel Aviv, Israel, and you decide you want to get some falafel. Now keep in mind, we're in Tel Aviv, Israel. So you swing by this falafel stand here with this clever logo of Hitler. That is Hitler. There's no other way to spin this, people. Some logo company designed this, or these people designed this little friendly face. Maybe the mustache is actually a little bit longer or whatever it might be, but with that comb over to the side and that little tiny stash, an Israeli company came out with Hitler as their logo. You can't make this crap up. This exists. Or maybe you want to put a flower in your logo. So like the Ontario Film Festival, you use some kind of a floral image. Or is it three guys in a hot tub? The second I look at this image, I saw three people sitting across from each other in a triangular formation. I did not see a flower. Even a little bit do I see a flower. That's not a flower. That is three people sitting in a hot tub. Now I've tried to research this next logo because when I came across it, I just couldn't believe that it existed. A company out of China called Smart Falcon decided to use a logo like this, and all I can imagine is somebody saying, hey, do you know anybody who can do shipping? We will ask the questions! Is literally using one of the symbols of the Nazi party as their logo, and maybe they just don't realize it. Maybe they think, okay, the Falcon standing on the world and it's delivering goods and so on and so. This is one of the key symbols of the Nazi party, and it's being used in your logo. Okay, so this next one is for a children's hospital. You may have seen this logo before. It was put out there into the world. I mean, it was all over the place at one point for this children's hospital, but it's supposed to be a father figure playing with two kids. But no matter how you look at this logo, whether top or bottom, up or down, however you want to look at it, there's no way to look at this and see something that makes sense. Because on the one hand, the father is literally doing a handstand with two kids on his feet and holding them up in the air, which makes absolutely no sense. By the way, I'm a father of three. I consider myself fairly strong, and this would be psychotically strong. I want to meet the dad who can play with his kids like this. But if you turn this logo over, it literally looks like a guy who's stomping on children. So why this was for a children's hospital, I don't know what consultant came up with this logo, but that consultant deserves to be fired. Their money should be returned back to the hospital, and this logo should just go straight back to square one. Let's just leave adults and kids out of logos. You shouldn't have adults and kids and logos at the same time. If you remember any of the logos from the Catholic Church that we've looked at, which there were plenty of them I could have put in this video, just don't do it. Kids and adults don't need to be in logos together. Don't do it. Now let's go into 3. We're not going to spend a lot of time on them, but inappropriate logos. First up is a Brazil theater. We all know what we see there. So let's keep going. The next one I believe is for a Swedish company called Liberlarna. I'm having a hard time even pronouncing this one. Once again, I think it's supposed to be an L, but why is it disconnected at the bottom? What's the purpose of that? Why? And the last one in our inappropriate logo section would be this lovely one of these 2 people with holding hands over somebody who is handicapped, and for some strange reason we have some houses that are just placed in the best worst spot they could possibly be for this logo. Once again, something that should have never been made. I know, like in their brain, connecting, our hands are holding, we're over top, we're caring for handicapped people and community, so houses are here. No, this is a logo that should have been thrown right into the fireplace and never looked at again. And that brings us to the last, and possibly one of my favorite logos of the day. And that is this one right here. This is for a fitness center. This is for a gym. And it's supposed to say fit forever, but it says fat forever. Look, I get it that the head is supposed to be the dot of the eye. However, you look at this. Everybody sees the A-frame of the person, and we all read fat forever. I don't care who you are. If you looked at this really quick, you would think that. So I want to know who signs up for a gym that says fat forever as their logo. I want to know. Look, I hope you had a chance to laugh at some of these. I mean, there's truly some amazingly bad logos out there. Really, businesses, take some time. Think about what you're making. Think about what you're putting together. If you're hiring a logo design company, make sure that they take some time to send your logo out to some people and know that it's not going to be looked at as inappropriate or ugly or, you know, just not even able to be understood. There were so many other logos that I found where it just, you couldn't even understand the name of the business. You know, one of them was for a Denmark university, and it was just a bunch of squiggles. I'm trying to throw it up on here while I'm talking right now. It made absolute no sense. So make sure you take time and you plan your logos right so you don't end up with something that's completely inappropriate, embarrassing, or gonna make you look bad. I wish you all the best. Have a great day. Take care.
Watch out.